Hey there. It's so good to be back. But I would say a game that so quickly won my heart. And once again, there it is. This is a love story. I want to read this once again. Whatever horrors you might find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Like, there it is. That moment where this game captured my heart, that little sentence at the end, that this is a love story, something that always stuck with me. And honestly, before I even begin playing, if you haven't played this game, just consider, really, take this as a friendly suggestion. Do play this game. It's amazing. It's not just a horror game. It's not just, another multiple choice game. Honestly, my personal experience, it felt like a deep dive into who I was. Maybe I was reading too much into things, but I really enjoyed it. And honestly, the first ever decision that I made in this game, the first path that I followed, the more I look back on it, the more it sends shivers down my spine, simply because it is like a character study of myself. Love this game. Cannot recommend it more. But Slay the Princess now has a Pristine cut, which I was waiting to see what they did. And now we can jump into it. And what better way to do it than to start fresh with you. Let's see what has changed. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
This is so fitting for Halloween. Also, that's why perfect timing on their end.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I still don't buy it, dear narrator. Let's see. Sweet. Yeah, silently leave. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
God, and I'm gonna read everything.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let's go into the cabin. I love this game.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, I think I should take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I mean, with all honesty though, it doesn't make sense not to take the blade, but notice how the music shifts right as you pick it up. Also, nice starry sky.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, it For sure. it's like, you know, hi. Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. See, I still struggle with this part. I'm not sure what they changed, and I'm afraid to do the same things. But then again, I'm sorry, I don't feel like, I cannot convince myself to be the very bad guy in this game as much as I would like to try to offer the content, you know. I still am the guy deep down at heart that wants to understand this, and to understand it, you need to talk. So, hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Let's come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Beauty.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm gonna skip the order because I want to jump in between the sentences, and I don't want to interrupt the voice actors who are doing such a great job. You know, let's just skip that today. Let's say that today. Are you here to kill me? No. Why would you think that? No way. Why would you even think that? Not that I haven't. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Yeah, I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
I agree with that.
Don't you
wholeheartedly.
dare.
Don't you dare. I will.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Sorry. Alright. Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
How can we talk when we are threatening? I feel like we're not losing too much power if we drop the knife, don't we?
Thank you.
No worries.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face,
Hello.
unarmed. We'll be fine.
I'm armed with my stunning looks. I mean, fix my hair for the camera so you believe what I just said.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
You know, just a quick comment. Always this hand-drawn style of this game reminds me of the stuff that we used to draw on the desks in high school. maybe that's what one of the factors why I'm so addicted to it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Well, because the voices. And my reasons. Do you think I just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? No, that's stupid. You're supposed to end the world. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
Fuck off.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear?
Yeah.
Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
While yes, wouldn't it help to be clear? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Oh, let's see. What's her name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Still the same attitude, eh?
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
See, how can you trust somebody who doesn't... Yeah, there's people out there think you are going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Come on!
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
What do you mean you say?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here, okay? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have the reason for keeping that information secret. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Princess hesitates before responding.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
But this makes no...
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
This makes absolutely no sense, though.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yeah. And here's where I'm starting to have a problem. You don't tell me anything. What am I supposed to say? There's this narrator who's in my head who tells me that I should kill people. And there is you who tells me that free me, but none of you tell me the reason.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
You didn't tell me why.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Well, worth more than not saying anything.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Thank you, narrator. Noted.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Can you blindly trust
So do you
me?
trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Too
How long
long.
have you been down here?
You
How do I get out
can't.
of here?
Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you
Yeah.
decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
See, and here is still the part where I would love to explore what I initially chose, not diverging from my path to see if there is a difference. That being, in this case, come on, any reasonable person. Slaying her is definitely off the table, this doesn't make sense. But getting her out of here right away it's also a bit iffy. So the logical thing is to keep her down here for a bit. I'm gonna keep you locked way down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. This is what I'm gonna see. It's, as I said, it's very almost the same thing that I did the first time I played this game, but I'm curious if there's anything different.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Look at how pissed off she is.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Can I give up now?
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
See, I'm given a way to back out. Okay, let's get you out of here. But nah, stay.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
I do.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Well, we have them.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Can I? Let's
It'll be the
commit to
death of
locking
all
her.
of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Do I have to do that right?
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways.
I skipped twice, sorry.
It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
I still have the knife?
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Oh, so all of this just an act. You're not even a princess, you're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
Well, that's fair.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Can I still not slay her?
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Oh no.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
In my heart, probably.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Can't be nice.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Couldn't you just... No.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be.
Oh well.
This can't actually be how everything ends.
There I go.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Nightmare. Let's...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Aw, don't worry, we got it. I'm here to slay the princess. Don't worry, you're not allowed to leave. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
He heard us already.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Yeah, just go to the cabin, man.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
See, now I agree with the sentiment. Both parties are lying. Both of them don't tell the truth. The narrator doesn't say what is going on. The princess clearly is not a princess.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
She doesn't want to be locked in again.
It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Maybe we can get asked help from these fellas over here. What you guys up to?
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Alright, let's kill her. Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
I agree with that. That's why I love my knives.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Nah, we're gonna be good. Just let's enter the basement, whatever. I've got this.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Can I go back?
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Yeah.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I have a feeling that the princess enjoys this. Man, I hate these. Sorry. I really hate when they tie these damn caps to the bottle. Just a side note. Can't wait to make a video about that.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Playful, you say?
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
You know what? This time I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Yep. How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We didn't need a plan. Let's head off into the void between the stairs. Yep, that's gonna do the trick, but wait. How hard is it to throw a knife is such a stupid question, but okay.
But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Alright, let's just continue downstairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
What is there, a pool?
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Don't worry, we want to fight.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
Come here.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
I'm waiting.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Hear me out on this, guys. This is the best looking princess. Anyway.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
No.
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
Stab
There
her.
has to be a way out of this. Think.
Stab her.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
What is she supposed to be like? A creature that ends the world? Definitely should look something like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Man, they should have called this the horniest prince.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Can't we fight this?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Nerves.
Oh well, she's still there.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Look at me like that. I have a plan.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. even if you look ridiculous.
Thanks for the compliment. I really appreciate it.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
I think she never killed us.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Okay, what happened after you killed me last time?
lungs, liver,
You're lunatic, you know that. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down? Or I'll just kill you instead.
liver,
Don't have to be enemies.
heart, lungs,
Not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst, okay? Let's get out of here.
lungs, liver,
Fine, you win, run, slay the princess.
liver,
What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
nerves,
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
nerves, heart,
Alright.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Yeah, if you need me alive, why did you threaten me? Why didn't you try being nice?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
liver,
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Alright, that's it, huh? You fucking call me miserable?
nerves, heart,
Why don't you finish me off? You're a lunatic. Fuck you.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
lungs,
That's for killing me!
We did it. We actually did it.
Oh, she looks happy.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Nah.
Can she?
No.
We've already seen how she can change.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
We tried.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving.
heart, lungs,
Oh. I can stop now, can't I?
There she goes.
I can. Finally.
Oh, that was the end of that?
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
By the way, mind you, the eyes are gone.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
Thanks.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I hate this. Time passes. No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick.
Me too.
It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it?
We can kill ourselves.
What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
It's not in our hands, it's more or less there in the chest of that lady.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before.
By the way, I apologize, sometimes my mouse registers double clicks instead of a click.
That's a terrible idea.
I have no idea.
You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? You're right. I don't.
Come on.
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Yep, my mouse is acting funny, sorry. It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again. If I got the best company I could have. Yeah. I'm not a creature of biology. When I starve before death happens, are you stuck here with us or are you capable of going other places? Wait a minute, I want to save this. Thank you. Take the blade.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
I want to look under the mask. Throw the blade into the void. Oh, that's tempting as fuck. That is tempting as fuck. Oh man. Nah.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there?
I have no idea.
You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go.
Oh, my knife has blood. Chapter 3, The Wraith. Oh, I'm curious to see how this happens.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does. No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, all death has done is shunt us. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're gonna fall through the sloop forever, eventually we're gonna let her out. We might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
Yeah, but that's a fair point, right? Oh. Turning it around and leaving is uninteresting. But I want to see what she looks like.
You continue down the path towards the cabin.
Curious to see how it looks.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
I mean, she said she's gonna be the scariest now.
I don't like
Let's
any
see.
of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There
Does
must
feel
be
like it.
something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Yes. Let's enter the cabin just. I have a feeling.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
That is a cool aesthetic, but she said she's gonna be more scary. This is not scary.
The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
The mirror.
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror, plain as day at the end of the hall.
Yeah, okay.
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement.
Okay, thank you.
Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again? He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
It's terrible.
It's
We can't
just
even
like
see it.
last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
You can call Bloody Mary 3 times, see if it works. Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Oh no. We think that she's gonna be behind the mirror. And what we think happens.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
She's not gonna jump.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel bones snap.
What?
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them.
What?
You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
What?
And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Oops, I think I did something wrong.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
Kill her again.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it. Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt. Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Not easier, so.
Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
Bad.
Except that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Thanks.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
Look, we're even now. You killed me, and then I killed you. Water on the bridge, right? Everyone that shared it, I didn't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all this too. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me. Ah, fuck. Do you need to take my body? It's fine. I should. Okay, whatever. You killed me, yeah. And I killed you back.
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now it's become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Nah. I hurt you, no. I'm a victim, no. Wouldn't possessing me against my will, no. Okay, fine, just do it. Oh no, I'm gonna fight back.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make me squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
But that's very odd that we don't know that.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
True.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Damn. No.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
It is rude to lock someone away in the dark to be it forever. It is rude to leave someone to rot.
Okay, fair enough.
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
I know you were, but you were going into it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me?
Oh, fair.
I can grasp the shape of everything you think you feel. You think you were numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me. And I don't feel regret, even to the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
All I
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
I'm gonna fight it.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Throw your body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Too late.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Then help us out.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I can do so many terrible things to you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one we all go. 1, 2, 3. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
I don't. You killed me.
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
I find that funny too.
We did it! We actually did it! Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
If you knew what happens now, you wanted it.
We wanted to save you, idiot.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Go on. It's just you and you and you and me.
Thanks. Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel a something, a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What is happening to me?
Fuck this creep. But you don't answer her before something takes her and leaves something in her place. You feel a force underneath your feet once more.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, let's look at the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Let's do it. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. It's calling us. And not in a good way. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
You approach the mirror. As you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Ah, it's me. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Ah, there she is. Here to Gabby. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I feel bad for what I did. But at least it's something different. Let her out of here.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Oh well.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Which is
We
true.
are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Lol.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Oh well. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
And see, once again, just honestly, I should have said this at the beginning, but you should watch definitely all the other playthroughs that I did of this and the ending, because now I'm coming in with the perspective of knowing the ending, right? And this, I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you, ties back into what I think of this game. Like I've heard so many, I watched so many videos and theories on this. All of them just explaining what the logic behind this game is, but honestly, I feel like all of them are a miss. A miss because shit, yeah, on the surface we're two gods that, you know, are being trapped here, you know. She is, well, gods is a very broad way to put it, but you get the gist. But the story is really not about that. The fact that we are change and no change and all that concepts, and that we are ending the world or creating the world, is just a metaphor in my opinion. Still, this is a love story. Feel sadness, longing, hope. All of these are emotions of somebody who lost somebody they loved. They lost that person. They don't fully remember now, but the emotions still remain. Sadness, because that person was gone, separated. Longing, because you want them back. And hope, because now that you feel that presence, maybe this time things will be different. It's all about love. Just as the title says, I don't understand why people skip this part so much. This is a love story. That's the center topic.
Nothing. There is no exit.
Shit.
But this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Let's get out of here.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
We sure will. How much will I forget? How many more pieces do I have to find? What if I don't let you do this? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape.
That is true. You're being semantic. What are you gonna do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
That's not a good ask.
You won't.
That's not a good ask.
You're on a path.
Skip
You're here.
this. You can skip previous scene dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard. Okay, let's go to the cabin.
You make your way up.
I just skipped what we heard before. This time, I want to try something.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's save her. Let's just save her. Let's see if anything changed in the path.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Softly is good.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's me.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Why is there a difference? Lie, I'm here to save you, and I'm here to save you. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
I'm running downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Fair question.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
I'm gonna save you, lady.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yes, sir.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Am I?
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still laying around. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break it free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Let's see if there's anything different.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Damn.
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out. Turn to the bottom of the stairs. Okay. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Oh well.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep, they did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I always loved this scene.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, whoa. You know what I'm thinking? Just about now? You know what I'm really thinking? I'm gonna save the princess. I'm gonna give that a good ending. And next time, I'm gonna actually end after this run. I'm gonna end. I want to see if the save the princess route has changed at all. But the other choices, in total, I think it has to be 6. So other 4, I will start a live stream, and I will just take the suggestion of you guys. So let's save her.
Fine.
Save her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
I think you put your lipstick slightly unprofessionally, shall I say.
You cut into her flesh.
Nice, no sound at all.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
I like how she is very calm about it.
Her limb falls to the ground,
Can we
and the heavy chains follow suit.
put it back? Perhaps?
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
She's not a little bitch like us.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Ain't that cute?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have
Let's
any
go.
of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I realized that you forgot to remove the tag of the dress after you bought it, so I just wanted to cut it off.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
We never hear our own voice. I just realized that.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Like resisting possessions.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
It is not.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
You stabbed me in the eye.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on.
Time to go. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
I love Smith.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
We can't.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Fair enough.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's do it. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Just go. Just straight up go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Man, I love Smith.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Yeah, what happened to your arm growing back?
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Smith is crazy.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Bring a knife. That cut you out again. Now let's just rescue her.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Isn't she what we think of her she is? So if I think of her as a good person who does not end the world, then she becomes one, right?
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow.
Yeah, me neither, but just free her.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
No.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
We leave. Yeah, we leave, and now we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Hell yeah, let's go.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh, nice.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think I've got this, and open it.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Alright, let's do it.
You take the blade from the table, turning its tip towards the unsuspecting princess.
Oh, I'm so sorry that I did
Thank you. Wait. No. You barbarian, what are you doing?
I feel like such an asshole for doing this.
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and strike. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as the blade falls, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you.
Sorry, guys. The intrusive thoughts won.
Your blade pierces her heart.
Shit, man.
She collapses pathetically to the ground.
Aw, this is so fucking sad.
I'm sorry, did I do something wrong?
You're like such an asshole.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
I'm going to die now.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
I feel sick.
Fucking ask me, man.
Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick? I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable. You'll get over it. You just saved everyone. Get over it? You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
Yep.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and... Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Or I remain silent.
Really? You're not going to say anything?
Let's just do it.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstifleable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe?
Well, honestly, I did an asshole move, and I'm letting Smitten do his thing.
You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Grey.
You're on a path in the woods. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
Now that is interesting. If we try to save her this time, how fine she'll be with that? Okay, let's save her.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too.
Me too!
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
4.
It's our 3rd. What gave it away? Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
I'll try to fix it.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again? Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement. Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
No, it is.
Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
The call is insane.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens. Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try. Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it. I'm looking forward to it.
No intervention possible.
Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Charge. If we stay here again, you're not going to make us kill ourselves. That clear, whatever. Next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Fine. No, let's go to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives.
Many times.
You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
No, I'm gonna fuck it up.
Oh, we'll muck it up, alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Let's do it.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision.
Let's
He's
do it.
clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful.
I'm safe.
Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off.
Okay.
It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me.
That's crazy.
This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Let's do it. Let's save her.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
Isn't that the
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her?
That is her.
Our beloved. So she does live.
I wouldn't call that alive. But if you want.
She doesn't look very alive to me.
Yep.
Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
It's in her chest.
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it. Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Approach.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. It's time for all of you to see what we've become.
Handsome.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down.
We became a wooden door. Man.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
Likewise.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
I'm not sure how her relationship with a ghost works, but these two can always travel together. She can possess you and shit.
No way left to go but down.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival.
Bill already said, look at her, she's still sad.
Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow.
There she is again. My love.
She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
I feel still bad about what I did. It's in there. I'm sorry, and I think we have a lot to talk about. I'm sorry. I think we have a lot to talk about.
You receive no response.
Do you think she's upset with us?
I think she's dead.
Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
I think she's dead. I think it's too late for us.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason.
You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Hey man, say what you will, I already feel bad. Fuck.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
Can't we just lie beside her and just give up?
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
That's what a ghost is, Smitten. That's what a ghost is.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts return to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
Is it me or she's gonna hurt us?
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Apparently not.
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade
sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad, catastrophic even. Yet, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
I want to save her.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice, I missed you too, my beloved.
Sorry
You
if
sure
hear-
snapped back to your old self quick.
I'm sorry if you hear the spacebar. I don't want to skip dialogue and the nostalgia movie today.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
Relatable ghost.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
Oh no.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
Can we at least hug while we burn? Is that an option?
She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clear.
Save burn. Going to burn. You mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry. Yes.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge.
No.
She wouldn't. She's perfect. The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel.
I'm pretty confident that that's one of the most painful ways it can go.
Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad.
Yep, that is what I expected.
Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now. I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Rush to the door.
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door, bashing at it with your clenched fists in a vain attempt at freedom. No use. You're stuck here. Your skin starts to bubble.
Yeah, that's fine.
As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours.
Oh, that's romantic.
You turn to see the princess, face bright and smile wide with manic affection. She clutches you close to her chest, watching with loving eyes as the flames eat you away, bit by bit.
Well, even though it's a scary scene, it's kind of cute.
The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad. It was so bad. But somehow, nothing is so much worse. You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away. Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me. The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin. It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
It's a very Romeo and Juliet-ass ending. What a shame. Still, despite hurting her, she never gave up on us like that. But despite your best efforts, you do not die. It's time for you to leave.
She's gone.
Returns.
And there's that mirror.
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Can't.
Ignore the cowards. You have.
Yay. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Keeps having a long quiet once again. We are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
You're looking like you stood under the sun a bit too much.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Thanks. No. Tell me about this vessel. Now, when it's all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closed around me. Yeah, be kinder to me than anyone else. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Everything you say feels accurate. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Oh.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Well, that's bad. Because I bring kind of shitty ones. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is passion betrayed. But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart.
And that makes me even more sad, see? Because we fucked her up and she still loved us.
Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
No. Nice joke. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Goodbye. Okay.
You're on a path.
So, I'm gonna save it here. Thank you. As I mentioned, what I want to do is I want to play this live, the rest of it, so that you can dictate some of the choices. Now, luckily enough, I've stumbled upon two different things already that I didn't do before. The Pristine cut most likely added stuff, but to be completely honest, for me to notice the difference, I have to play play the exact same thing that I did before, which will be boring for you. But at the end, you know, that's why I want to have a live stream to go over this with you. Maybe you have some suggestions, maybe just let you dictate a little bit of it. That makes it a bit more random and chaotic, I think. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Main menu. Let me actually see what memories are. Beginning and endings. You're on the princess. Okay. Oh. Vessel. Oh, now they have this whole menu. That's very cool. I'm gonna be a completionist on this game. The raid. That's very cool. What does that do? Oh well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your Halloween with me. I hope you're enjoying Halloween even if you're not going trick-or-treating. I really like the eerie atmosphere of October in general, and honestly, Halloween is starting to grow on me. It always used to be that, you know, it's the seasonal events and games, mainly Team Fortress 2, but you know, more over time I'm growing into it. So I really wanted to do something this Halloween, and it's a very good, lucky thing that Slay the Princess got this update. It did receive it last week actually, but I wanted to save it just so that I can experience it on Halloween with all of you. So thank you, and I'm looking forward really to live stream, to see what you guys think, to see what paths we choose together, and, well, to have all of the other princesses collected. Thank you once again so much. Take care of yourself, enjoy the Halloween as best as you can, you know, hop into some seasonal events, go out, just enjoy it, please, for yourself, for me, and let me know what you're gonna do for this Halloween, even if it is just sitting at home. And yeah, well, let me not yap too much. Take good care of yourself. Love you all, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.